Hello, traders. This is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market-leading stocks, as we always do for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, April 27th, 2015. At kind of the climax of the earnings release. You can see all these volume bumps that we're getting here, mostly earnings related and whatnot. The scans today are not as positive as they were yesterday. We were definitely tilted to the upside yesterday, but today we're more or less paired off, maybe a touch to the downside here on the NASDAQ patch, as you can see. Couple VWAP deviations. See one here in Altera. There's also one for Solar. So those are things that should be on your list for review for next week. Also, just make sure you note the things with the volume bumps, because the things with the volume bumps obviously can have latent energy and still could be in play next week. Financials very light on volume. Most of these have already reported. Maybe a little bit of a tilt to the upside here, but we're essentially basically paired off for the coming session. So not a lot to be learned from the financials. Look at the energy names a little bit to the buy side. BTU's got an upside RPS, which is interesting because we have this nice volume bump with it. And RIG has a big open close deviation to the downside. The oil service stocks actually were very, very weak again today, even though crude was not getting hit that hard, only down 60 cents. Remember, oil service stocks tend to lead crude prices, not the other way around. Market generals kind of look like the NASDAQ patch, maybe a touch to the sell side here. I think the earnings releases today were really focused on NASDAQ, so we're not seeing as many volume bumps here that we have on Best Buy, one at Comcast because of the news going back and forth. So that's still in motion. McDonald's, pretty strong day, more than 1.75% above the day's open. Housing names pretty quiet for the most part. Most of these are down on volume except for Hovnanian, which is actually posting an upside RPS with some decent volume. Transportation names kind of paired off here. American Airlines does have a downside RPS with the volume bump, so that's going to be on my list. UNP's got one the other direction. In the commodities, pretty light volume here. Mosaic has an upside CPS. Newmont has a downside RPS and a volume bump, so that one's on the sell list for Monday as well. Well, the watch list, that is. All right, folks. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.